Hey there, Marina Ormes here with your Astro vibe for Saturday, April 22nd. Today, the moon is in Gemini, and so our topic, I'm having a little bit of fun with it, is why ask why when the moon is in Gemini. So Gemini, you might know, is the sign of curiosity. It is a sign of an interested and engaged mind. So if you know some Gemini people who, or maybe you are a Gemini person who likes to go on tangents and explore ideas and get lost, it's just because we're curious. There's a curiosity and just a love of learning and a very active mind. So think of a bee, a lovely little honeybee in a field of colorful flowers. And that bee is just so excited about the flower that it's on, but then it sees another one and it's going to go off to that one, and that one is really beautiful too. And then it sees another one, and it's just like everything is great, and this is great, and let's talk about this one, and what about this? So you're with Gemini energy. You have the bee in the field of colorful flowers. And today, with the moon, the energy of the moon in Gemini, we're all feeling that a little bit. That sense of let's get curious, let's explore, let's think about and talk about what we're interested in. Maybe a little bit more talking than usual, a little bit more conversation and active discussions about things. So why ask why when the moon is in Gemini? It's because we're curious. And there is nothing wrong with being curious. So the benefit of the bee going to the field and the different colored flowers that are in that field is that it can see things, it can notice things, it can talk about and discover things that we don't see when we have tunnel vision. So Gemini is the opposite of tunnel vision. It's like it's the ability to be distracted. So distractibility, sometimes we might have negative judgments about, oh, you're being too distracted and you're not focused enough. Or maybe you're procrastinating because everything else is too interesting and you don't want to stay focused on the thing that you need to get done. But it is exactly that capacity of curiosity that we have, a mind of wonder, really, an ability to be awed by things that allows us to notice what we couldn't see before. So that shiny thing that's in the corner of your eye might be distracting you, or it might be something that is just profoundly important for you to pay attention to. And how would you even know it's there if you're too focused on what's right in front of you that you can't see it? So let's embrace that Gemini energy to say, this is the energy that allows us to discover new things, that allows us to pay attention, to notice things, to find new information that we weren't aware of before. So it's all out there. We have to be able to notice it. And that ability to be distracted brings us to, maybe away from what it is we're trying to focus on, but maybe toward something that we couldn't have become aware of otherwise. So a funny story is that when my son was a toddler, he was in the Y phase. If you've ever known anyone who is 2 years old who is in the Y phase, you will know that the why questions never end. So whatever you might want to know about, you can say, well, why? And you can get an answer, and then you could say why to that, right? It never, ever, ever ends. So my neighbor, good friend, one day to my 2-year-old son who was in the why phase, is getting a barrage of why questions. And the neighbor said, why ask why? Why not ask why not? Stopped him in his tracks. All right. So there you go. Why ask why? Why not ask why not? I don't know why that's so funny or why it was such a moment, but it was. Anyway, the point is that the why questions never end. And when we are following our curiosity, we are going down a pathway that can, just like the nerves in our body can branch and take us here or take us there, and we can make choices along the way. But it's all a journey of discovery and new information. And it is really that mind of wonder, that beginner's mind, that empty mind that is able to see things that we can't see at other times or for other reasons. So having a mind of wonder is truly a gift. And think about that while the moon is in Gemini today, and tomorrow it will be in Gemini for most of the weekend. So lots of good opportunities to focus on communication, thinking, ideas, learning new things, getting curious. And we have Mercury retrograde. So that is also influencing this Gemini moon, because Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is retrograde in Taurus. So there's a slowing down that needs to happen, and a making things tangible. So being thorough, connecting with things and making sense out of them is part of what we want to do with our inquisitiveness and our exploration of ideas. What are you going to learn today? What are you going to focus on reading about or learning about or talking about with a friend? So, and tomorrow I will dive a little deeper into this Mercury retrograde and how you can use it to stay sane and productive while Mercury is retrograde, how you can work with these energies to optimize your self-care and also to optimize your productivity, right? We tend to think of Mercury retrograde as like, forget it. I'm not going to get anything done. I might as well just go hide in the sand until it ends, pull the blanket over my head until it's over. But it's not true. We can be very productive when Mercury is retrograde. And tomorrow I'm going to tell you how. So join me then. And thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I thank you so much for being here and for your support. You can learn more about me at astrologyheals.com, more about how to work with me on my website, and keep watching these videos because I've got new information every day about how to work with the energy of the planets, how it unfolds, and how to take care of yourself with what is going on. So astrology for unshakable self-care. And I will be back tomorrow with more about Mercury retrograde. Thanks for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.